Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
All right. Well, the Kathleen Kennedy thing is like all over now, and everyone has what they want to say about it. I mean,
I've seen a
CNN,
lot, yeah.
came out and said, well, we don't know for sure because she hasn't said anything.
They are the only one who has said that this isn't like a for sure thing.
I wonder if they're sad. Maybe that exit interview she had planned was going to be with them, and then
Could be.
when she backed out of it, they're like, we don't want to talk about this story. We won't acknowledge it.
It was a very positive article towards her as well, so it might just be a matter of not wanting to believe this or something.
Whereas everyone else seems to believe it already, and I'm moving
Yeah.
on to the speculation as to who will be filling the void she leaves behind. I mean, things like Hollywood Reporter are saying that Dave Filoni is the top runner.
Yeah, I talked about that in my video yesterday, yeah, which seems strange to me. He doesn't seem like he would have I mean, no offense to him or anything, not that he cares or is listening, but I don't know that he has the business know-how. You would think you would want someone who understands the other side of things, not just
Yeah.
I'm a Star Wars guy, though you do have examples like James Gunn, but he was paired with somebody else too, wasn't he?
Yes, I believe he was. I don't remember who, but he was.
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name, so.
Sorry, guy.
I know he's not watching either, so.
All right, well, we do have some information from the industry insider, Jeff Schneider. He puts out a lot of information, and a lot of his information is proven true. So wherever he gets his information from, it sounds pretty good. Well, he says that Kathleen Kennedy is going to remain a producer on a handful of feature films, probably things she's already involved with. Dave Filoni is the favorite, but, quote, no one believes he should do it alone.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying too. I don't know that he's the guy for everything.
Not the guy.
A lot of people don't
A
think he's the
guy,
guy
not the
at
guy.
all, and we can have a fun debate about that.
I
but
used to think he was the guy.
I did too. I used to have a lot of faith in him. I don't
I
dislike
just
him.
don't know how he's doing with live action.
Yeah.
He was definitely the animation guy.
Yeah, I don't dislike Dave Filoni. I don't hate him or anything. Some people have really turned on him, but I don't really think Ahsoka was great. If that is like your exam to be the guy, you failed it. Is kind of how I see it.
Yeah, but it was funny because the first season of Mandalorian that he did when working with Favreau
Yeah.
was fantastic.
Yeah, I think he is a good guy to have in there because I know some people will disagree again. I think he knows a lot about Star Wars. I think he understands it very well. I think he's a George Lucas guy for the most part. So I don't have any problem with him being there. I just don't know that he should be the guy.
Right. The rumor is that, or at least Jeff Schneider believes, that Carrie Beck is in the running and possibly going to be paired with Filoni if Filoni says
Interesting.
yes.
Yeah, Carrie Beck has been there a while too. She's part of the story group and one of their top executives as well.
Apparently, Jon Favreau and Kevin Feige aren't interested in her position.
That doesn't surprise me. Why would
No.
Feige want to leave?
He's got a lot going on.
Yeah, he's the Marvel guy.
He's got an empire to rule.
He kind of does. I mean, why would you? I mean, it's kind of one of those things where you're kind of just side grade. You know, it's like Marvel or Star Wars. Like they're both the
Well, and
upper echelons.
he's in the process of writing his own ship, right?
I would think
He's,
so. I
he's
think
trying
he wants
to
to.
fix the
Yeah.
errors that has gone down. Why would we want to bring Kevin Feige in? Is he going to give us another She-Hulk of Star Wars style?
Oh, let's not even.
We'll
joke
have the
about that.
Feige bot show up again?
But I mean, Favreau not being interested doesn't surprise me. I don't know that he's ever shown like I really want to just do Star Wars and be.
Well,
Plus, it's not just Star Wars. Like being the president of Lucasfilm doesn't mean you just sit down and get to make Star Wars all day.
Right.
You're handling Disney or dealing with them. You're dealing with other business things. So.
Other properties Lucasfilm owns.
Yeah, exactly. You got a lot going on. You're not just sitting there doing Star Wars 24/7.
And I think he really loves what he currently does. So.
Yeah, I think you have to give up all your freedom and flexibility to do other things, and you're probably going to make less money, actually, than he could potentially make doing other things.
We've also heard Ram Bergman has been described the most qualified producer for the job.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Too close of an association with Ryan Johnson. But
He does actually do stuff
Yeah.
with Johnson, doesn't he?
yeah, he was on The Last Jedi, so right there.
Oh, and he was
disqualified.
on Knives Out with him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Knives Out was I enjoyed Knives Out. It was predictable as heck, but
You did call that, like, really early.
I know.
I,
And
like,
he-
woke up. I was sleeping when you started watching it, and then all of a sudden I woke up, and you're a few minutes, like 10, 15, 20 minutes in the movie, and you're like, I think I already know who did it. And you're like, I'm like, who? And you're like, well,
Yeah,
won't
I
spoil it in
I
case
told you
haven't
quite
seen
a bit early.
Yeah, you did.
I was just disappointed because here he goes into Star Wars saying, I will break the mold. I'm subverting everyone's expectations. I watched Knife Out and I picked out the
You did.
The butler did it. I had my
Yeah.
the butler did it moment. It wasn't
Yeah.
the butler.
You were playing Clue. You had your little sheet out and
Yeah,
you did it.
I found it out pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
But anyway, I don't know about Ram Bergman.
There's also the news that Kathy's stepping down could lead to mass layoffs at ILM, as she's prevented them from happening.
Interesting.
I didn't know she was looking out for them.
Yeah.
I feel bad if a bunch of layoffs start happening because she's gone.
Yeah. That's,
But is it dead weight?
Well, yeah.
We don't exactly know the situation. I mean, she could be holding on to upper echelons of the group.
Yeah, this could be top executives who have been clinging to their job forever and maybe just need to go. Who knows? Or maybe it's the lower side of things.
Kennedy has not told the staffers that she is leaving yet. She didn't tell anybody. It just got out there, right?
Somehow, yeah.
They're saying that she originally intended to step down in 2024 to focus on an AI-focused production company, but when she couldn't get the funding, she re-upped her contract. That kind of explains, though, why we heard so much about this in 2024.
Well, we've heard a lot about it for a while now, and it's hard to know what has had any truth to it and what hasn't. Though, to make an AI production company, like, come on now. You're going from, like, Star Wars to kind of the enemy. I don't know. Star Wars feels like the very...
It does feel like the enemy. Star Wars feels like, ILM, it was based on humans making and doing creative things. And you're like, I will have an AI company make movies. So there.
Yeah, it seems soulless and lifeless.
It's the Empire.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
There's also the rumor out there that Kennedy may start her own production company when she leaves, potentially partnering with other producers that she's worked with, including her husband, Frank Marshall, Steven Spielberg, and David Fincher. All right, another thing I wanted to mention is Episode 3 will be coming back to the theaters for a limited time, celebrating their 20th anniversary of the film's debut. It's got a brand new poster out there. It's gorgeous. Looks like the other ones in a way.
Yeah.
Fancy. Very, very pretty.
Yeah, it'll be on screen, I'm sure.
It will be.
You know who's going to go see that? Us, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense. It's going to be re-released in theaters April 25th, 2025, for 1 week only. What's interesting is the screenings are going to be available in several different formats, including, for the first time, 4DX. That's right. There are high-tech motion chairs that are going to sync with over 21 effects designed to complement the narrative of the film.
Including a lightsaber.
Including when Anakin jumps over Obi-Wan, the whole theater will flip. It's going to be great. The fires and moves, it's going to be hot in there. Hot.
Hot times. Mm-hmm. Everybody has the high ground. That's hard to believe that's been 20 years. I remember seeing that in the theater the first time.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's going to be kind of cool to see it back. And I actually would love to see it in a 4DX, but it's a bit of a drive to our closest 4DX theater. It's in Gurney Mills.
Oh, well, that's not that far from us.
Yeah, but I don't even know if they're going to have the 4DX version of... And do we have to buy tickets now? It's like 2 months away, man.
I don't know. You should be looking into it. That's what you do.
Is it? It is. It's what I do.
I mean, I don't do it.
I know. Oh, I know you don't do it.
But anyway, I think that is going to be all we got for you this time. Now it is your turn. Take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of any and all of today's news. And let's talk some Star Wars. And so, until next time, thanks for watching.